think I have found the fence issue. Early evening, and I started weeding the fence because it's bad. I should have sprayed, but things got kind of out of control and couldn't get to it. And I think I found the problem. Weeded it all in through here. Looked pretty good, I'm thinking everything's cool. You know, weeded. Whoa. I have a problem. So it has pulled the corner post up as well as fighting the fence. That's my problem. So we're going to take care of that. I'm going to go ahead and feed that particular bale because I got the Chrome on. I'm going to feed that, and we're going to then fix the fence. Hard to see in the sun. One of the reasons that God told, I don't know what army guy it was, but he said do it at a certain time of day so that the enemy can't see you. Whoop, there goes a weed here. Because the sun will be in their eyes. Well, I'll tell you, seems like everything I do, the sun is in my eyes. Okay, so I'm going to put this out for the cows that are up there, and I'll try to set this up in such a way that I can show you how we're taking the wrap off now. One of the subscribers, or one of the comments anyways, was from a fella, and they suggested a different way to cut it, and so I appreciate that very much, and it did work well. As I said before, I'm going to show you different ways. I mean, they're not any of them is great, but you'll get the picture. Wet baling, I think I like. Wet baling is when I go out and cut, and then I immediately bale, or I bale in a few hours before the hay is cured through drying process. And I think I like that because it takes the weather out of it. I don't have to no longer worry about a 3-4 day window. I can just go bale, and that will help. And so in the future, I think I might be looking at that type of baler. So we go back to this type of scenario. So I'll have to think about how to do it, how I'm going to change that and make life easier. Because as you see in that picture there, I'm actually at some point I'm underneath it. It's just not safe. It's not a great way to do that. And I know there's various apparatus that you can buy for skid steers or tractors that'll help you to take off that. Saw one the other day. It's pretty cool. But there are some safety concerns with this, and I definitely don't want Lila or the kids doing that. Okay, so aside from driving off the end of the trailer incorrectly and trying to flip the skid steer over, that's basically how you do it. Typically we use a tractor, but the tractor is at a different pasture right now, and so I've been, well, basically we've been trying to just not drive back and forth so much if we can help it. So that's a little easier. Still got some practice to do on dropping the bale, but that's better than we did all winter. Now the difference is in the winter you've got more slop, more mud in our scenario, unfortunately. So we're trying to work that out too. But I can bring a bale. These things are eating it up. So there's let's see, 8 out there, I think. And Lila would be better at this than I think there's 8 cows and 4 or 5 calves. So they're eating it up well, because it is really good for the first few days, and then it's not so good after that. So if they eat it up like completely, ooh, it's great. So finding the combination between the number of cows and the bales that you put out is a big deal. So if you can get that down, good deal. And that will work best for you. This is what's working best for me. I'm still learning, but I think that the cows will look pretty good. The ones out here, I'm going to turn these out here in a second as well, but you get what I'm saying. Comments and questions anytime. I'll answer them as best I know. It works for me, and what hasn't worked for me does not mean it won't work for you, or what works for me might not work for you at all. Okay, but if we can make everything better for everyone, that's what we're shooting for. Let's do that. Okay. Going back around, get back on the trailer. For those of you that are new to the channel, go back in some of our older videos and you'll see some more action at this farm, primarily from Lila, working here over the winter with the various cows. Some of these are hers, some of these are sharing ice. Molly and Dion don't have any with us yet, and the older girls have their own families, and so they're doing their own thing now. So anyways, so go back and check some of the other videos, and I appreciate you watching. Tell your friends and neighbors. Just it'll take anything. We're just trying to show how to maybe not do something or how to do something.
days I struggle. I don't know about you. Man, I was having trouble with the tread, that's for sure.
So I guess overall, Triticale was a cool thing for us to try, and we give it a whirl, just like we've done silage in the past on the 2012 drought year. We chose to cut it up and use it for something. As you look at your own operation and how you want to do your stuff, you know, those are the ways I did it. And it was a 3-year process. I've still got a few bales left. It is good feed, but maybe a person needs a TMR, total mixed ration, total ration mixer, something like that. Maybe that's what would work best there. And maybe even the feeding alley or the ways in which we would put it out maybe needs to be different, because it smells wonderful when you first cut that open. But if you don't have enough animals, then it just it goes to waste, it seems, okay? So look at it in terms of that. Yes, there are things that we didn't do correctly, just like I drove off the back end of the trailer. No, that's not how you're supposed to do it, right? So again, learn from us, learn from how I'm doing things incorrectly. Maybe it works for you. One other quick thing. If you want to use Triticale as a cover crop, it's wonderful. It's no different than wheat. You can't harvest it and actually get credit towards your crop insurance or FSA or any of that stuff, or NRCS program. It's not technically covered. Now, if you can get your local to do it, okay, ours won't. You can't do it. But it is good cover, no two ways about it. But because I'm harvesting it, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever, as the government never really always makes sense. So it's not your local people that are, it's whoever's setting the policies. You can't do that. So take that into consideration as well. So again, may work really good for you. We have an abundance of manure that we can put on to replace the nutrients that come out. So in this field back here, when we harvested the corn, I had to come back on with 4 ton of manure because we took off 4 ton. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of good things. But this will conclude the Triticale experiment for us right now. Not to say we won't do it in the future, but right now, it doesn't work for us.
Like and subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. Ask your questions so we can all learn together. Come and grow with us.